Welcome to episode 4 in the Road to Shaka series, where I take you through every step of the way through my Shaka progression. Today I went out in some pretty strong wind, just above 30 knots. I was on a 4-4, which was probably a little bit big, but nonetheless I was still going to go for it. I decided to practice in flat water just to see if that would make it easier in any way. So I'm going to show you some of my attempts and try and break down what worked and what didn't. So right here, I built some good speed and I'm ready for the attempt. The first thing I do is unhook. Then I'm sheeting out to depower the sail. I'm also noticing that by sheeting out with the sail, it makes it easier to carve, and it means I don't need to do all the work with just my body to carve the board. Now as I'm starting to carve towards the wind, I'm also trying to aggressively sheet the sail in, but I'm finding the timing of this actually quite hard. So here I think I sheet the sail in slightly too late, which means I'm turning slightly too far into the wind before taking off. It means that I lose my momentum, which makes it harder to get my body over the sail, and it means that instead of letting the sail pull me forward, I have to jump to try to get over the sail, which isn't really ideal. You can see now that my body is too far back and behind the sail instead of over the top of it. Also, my backhand is pushing out, which stops the rotation completely. Instead, I need to sheet in more with the backhand and get right over the sail. So again, I'm pretty much set up the same as before, and again, a small sheet out and I'm carving towards the wind. I also make sure to keep my weight low so I can control the power in the sail. I try to sheet the sail in harder, but again I'm finding it quite hard to get it to oversheet, and you can see that it's only just about on the center line, and to be oversheeted it should really be past the center line of the board. But this time, because I have my body a bit further forward, I can actually get over the sail as I jump, which definitely feels better. I can see though that the backhand is already pushing out on the sail and stopping any rotation, and finishes up a bit like a shove it. So again, the setup is pretty much the same. I was also trying to get my elbows pointing down so I can pull down on the boom. I see most people doing this when I watch them Shaka. The movements are pretty much the same here, but this time I'm trying to be much more aggressive with the takeoff. You can see here again that I haven't sheeted in the sail enough. I find this part super hard, but I guess it just comes down to being more aggressive with sheeting the sail in. And I also think being slightly overpowered didn't really help me at this stage. Again, I'm starting to get a bit further over the sail, which is a promising sign, but obviously I still need to do more practice. So just to recap, here's what I think I need to work on and also what others have told me to do. So first of all, sheeting out more to depower the sail before the takeoff. This is going to take the power out of the sail. Also sheeting in harder with the backhand on the takeoff and keeping it sheeted in for longer in the air. And the last one is just getting my body way more over the sail. I also wanted to mention that for me the flat water actually did help, as it meant I could really hold the speed before going for the attempts. I find that in the chop I often spend too long trying to find the perfect bit of chop, and it's hard to get consistent attempts. Having said that, it is a bit easier to get into the air with a bit of chop to jump off. So for now I think I'll just try in both flat water and chop, because there's definitely benefits to both. If you're currently learning the Shaka, let me know how you're getting on. It's always interesting to hear different insights from people trying similar moves to you. Obviously, if you can do the move as well, any advice would be greatly appreciated. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.